You are tuned in to 94.1 FM WFNU Frogtown Community Radio in St. Paul, Minnesota's only local variety station.
WFNU is a volunteer-run station made up of many different community voices. Each program expresses one aspect of that diversity, not the views of WFNU or Frogtown.
Tuned in as a whole. With that being said, welcome to Local Vibes.
Yo.
I think we want to adjust our camera once you adjust your mic. Yeah, it fell over and I just readjusted it. We are SunDogs, experiencing technical difficulties. Follow us at SunDogsTC. Check out the Facebook page, facebook.com/SunDogs present Local Vibes. Before us, I think you were listening to Hits in History, but I'm going to be safe in saying it was the 94.1 FM music rotation. If you have clean songs, you can send those to station manager at WFNU, preferably local. Station manager at WFNU.org. If you have clean radio-edited hip-hop and R&B songs, you can send them to your two favorite canines at sundogstc@gmail.com. Friday night is looking pretty hot and heavy. Local Vibes kicking you off. After us, more of that WFNU 94.1 FM music rotation.
And then after that, you can always get the gravy hot with Gall Dagburn Fridays at 9 p.m.
And then after that at 10, Basic Beats with DJ Dom Terrace.
And then Club 120 Plus has its replay on Fridays at 11 p.m.
Also, make sure to catch The Midday Escape with Philip Gracia Fridays at noon.
651 Sports Update with Mike Resendez is Saturdays at 10 a.m.
And Evolation with Mr. Zero and Dr. Rick Burnett Wednesdays at noon and Fridays at 8 a.m.
And then definitely don't miss Funk to Your Ears Saturdays at 7 p.m.
We've got another scrumtralescent show for you today. A phenomenal we've got Dr. Ew in the studio, waiting patiently for us to get all our info out of the way. How are you feeling?
Pretty great. How are you guys?
We're doing well. We really appreciate you taking the time out and sanitizing up and coming to see us.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, heck yeah. Last week's show was Soul Reflect, aka Bergen Beats. You can check out all our past episodes at anchor.fm/localvibes.
There's a few ways to listen live. If you're living in the Frogtown vicinity, you can tune your radios to 94.1 FM. If you aren't, you can go to wfnu.org/live to listen live. Or you can download the Live 365 app and search WFNU or Frogtown Radio to listen from anywhere in the world. That's right, gentlemen. If you're in Taiwan, you can listen to Local Vibes.
Wow.
If you're in Australia, you can listen to Local Vibes.
Hey.
Yeah, so our replays are Mondays at 3 p.m. And our live shows, of course, are Fridays, 6 to 7 p.m. And during the live shows is when you would want to call the studio phone.
Ooh.
Studio phone number is 651-313-5125. We'll put you on the radio if you promise not to swear.
You can ask Dr. E a question. You can also follow Dr. E at
Dr. DOCTOR_EW on Instagram.
Dr. E, baby. Fabulous. You can follow us at SunDogsTC again. Fridays from 6 to 7. That's right now. Unless you're listening to the replay. Give us a call on the studio phone, 651-313-5125. We'll give you free life advice.
We'll tell you your fortune.
Yeah, unlicensed. But again, if you don't swear, we'll put you on the air.
Make sure to check out Dr. U's new project, Coward's Cove. That's on everything.
That's on everything.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
From Napster to Tidal.
Yeah, I listened to it on Spotify today. Works coming through loud and clear.
Excellent.
On Spotify.
Nice and loud.
Yes, nice and loud.
And you brought a few tracks with
Yeah, absolutely.
from that project. So we're gonna be
Are
getting.
they from that project?
Yes, they are.
Oh, baby.
Yep. Brand spanking new.
Oh my goodness!
Spanking.
World premiere, at least here on local vibes premiere, we'll say.
Absolutely.
Spank.
And that's going to be part of our local artist spotlight coming up here in just a few minutes. We're going to get into some music to kick your weekend off right now. This is Donuts by Dungeon the Baptist. If you haven't listened to this track, after you listen to this track, check out the music video for this track.
Oh, it's great. It just is the perfect music video for the vibe of the song.
This is Donuts here on Local Vibes. We'll be right back.
Yeah. So soulful, don't you agree? Yeah. I like this. I'm finna get in there with this. 1, 2. Donuts in the parking lot, carefree living, why not? All these other just talk. I'm about to be the one that rock. So pass it to me. I broke free from my demons. I'm a beast and I mean it. I'm a fiend for the scene, yeah. Bet my pen is the meanest. Why not be obscene then? You dig? Hitting donuts in the parking lot. Cloud 9 got me hella high. On my life, this is such a vibe. Hitting donuts in the parking lot. Hitting donuts in the parking lot. Me and the guys in the zone, right? On my life, man, what a time. Hitting donuts in the parking lot. Free fall to that flow catch. Let the spirit vibe for a second. I'ma mix it in, get it mastered. Give it back to the rap masses so the rap masters recognize this massive. Matter of fact, this cracking. Bet your bottom dollar hips get active. Start dropping like a shock when it shift, going manic. Tell them I'm the one who had managed it. Double up, I'm the one who be branded. Get burned trying to come from my camp, kid. Send you in the place where you left stranded. Set the pace up, now I'm staying ahead. Yeah, you don't wanna race, dog. I got wings on my legs. I'ma get off to the very end. Top notch, top gun, yeah, you know what it is. Hitting donuts with the guys with the in the air. Hitting donuts in the parking lot. Cloud 9 got me hella high. On my life, this is such a vibe. Hitting donuts in the parking lot. Hitting donuts in the parking lot. Me and the guys in the zone, right? On my life, man, what a time. Hitting donuts in the parking lot. Just let it play. Just let it play out.
And we're back.
Welcome back to Local Vibes. We have come to the portion of the show where the spotlight is shining on the one, the only, Dr. U.
It is so bright.
Yeah.
Yo, shout out to Dungeon the Baptist. That track was fire.
Heck yes.
Yeah.
Heck yes.
I think a good way to kick the weekend off. for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot it's the weekend. Friday today. Happy Friday,
Happy
everybody.
Friday the 13th.
Oh yeah. Had to do it. Had to drop the album on some unlucky days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely check out Coward's Cove. Everyone who's listening, Coward's Cove is the new project from Dr. U. It's 8 tracks, correct?
Yep, that's right.
Short and sweet.
Short and sweet. Each song's just about 2 minutes or less. So
Yeah. There's no filler.
Yeah.
It's all beef.
you can sit down 14 minutes, knock it out in a quick session.
14 minutes?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
Is
it's
that
about,
what it is?
it ends up being 14, 15 minutes, something like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
my gosh.
Yeah. So
So yeah, I wasn't imagining that it went by quick
Yeah.
at work.
yeah.
It's like, but yeah, fire. super great.
Appreciate
Can't wait
it.
to listen to some of
And
those songs.
exactly, we're gonna
Yeah.
be dropping that on your ears, Twin Cities, here in just a little bit. But we're gonna start grilling you.
Okay, I'm in the hot seat. I'm ready for this.
All right. So as early as you can remember, how much did music influence you? Like, were you playing band in elementary school, or is it just like your
Yeah.
parents played dope music?
Yeah, I mean, my parents always liked to listen to music, but I also, I remember getting into, band and choir when I was in elementary school as early as like 3rd grade, and then probably when I was about, 13 or so, my cousin showed me Fruity Loops, and that's when, things really took off,
That's nice. So you started like making beats and songs, or just beats, or?
Yeah, I kind of like started playing guitar around the same time too, and then mostly with like Fruity Loops and stuff, I'd be mostly making like joke songs or like weird techno that just like make my friends laugh and stuff like that. And
Nice.
didn't start really taking it seriously for a while though.
Did you go by any artist names when you were making those songs?
I went by Dr. U back then too,
Okay.
and that was I don't know. It was just it's just kind of grown with me,
Known for a long time.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And if you had to come up with an acronym for PhD, what would it be?
PhD. Let's
I'm
see.
Dr. E and I have a PhD.
I'm a pretty hip dude.
I'm a pretty hip dude.
Nice.
I like
That's
that.
not bad.
I'm thinking of
Yeah,
it.
it's I had to look it up because I was like, what does that stand for? So it's Doctor of Philosophy.
Is what the real PhD stands
Yeah,
for.
philosophy doctor, basically.
So before guitar, what were the instruments you were playing in like elementary school and middle school?
Trumpet. Trumpet.
Okay.
Yeah, I was tooting that horn.
You
Yeah?
still have a trumpet?
No.
If you got
Shoot.
one, could you pick it up?
Probably not. I
Really?
wish I would have. There's part of me that wishes I would have stuck with it, but I don't know. It's not very practical for my situation.
Yeah.
And you said the cousin introduced you to Fruity Loops. Were any of your immediate family musically inclined? Like, was your mom a professional oboe player?
No, not quite. My older sister, she played the sax, and so we kind of had that in common. But no, it was mostly just like something that I could like sit at a computer and like, just like a drawing, just like do it, like really,
Nice.
really simply just make anything happen,
Yeah, create something from nothing, but in such a compact.
Exactly, yeah.
So getting that gratification, that fulfillment from
Yeah.
such an early age, that's so cool.
Yeah.
You gotta thank your cousin all the time. Man. That's
Yeah,
so
I know. I owe. Well, if I ever make any money at all, I'll.
great. Right. So yeah, you said like just like joke songs is where you started making music from.
Yeah.
It wasn't like like the English class poetry route. It
Yeah.
was just making funny songs.
Yeah, it was. I had like a character that I would do all these like techno songs for, and it was
Oh.
just, just like stupid stuff that I thought was funny, and I don't know. When I was probably playing guitar, all those songs were probably like more serious,
Oh,
and like
right.
probably how I got like that stuff out.
Yeah,
But I just found that because you could just like make the most ridiculous stuff, like with all these like drum presets and like random like goofy sounding synths and.
Nice.
Yeah, exactly. You could like just make a ridiculous dance song out of nothing so quickly. Yeah.
And what are you working on nowadays, at least for recording?
Yeah, so now I use Ableton Live for pretty much everything. I have a pretty minimal setup. I
Nice.
work out of my bedroom. I got, just a couple really small keyboards and a microphone, and I basically just have, a very limited setup, but it works for me, and I think with all the different synthesizers and programs you can get your hands on these days, you can just make anything happen. So
I don't know if you guys have ever seen, I think it's either the back or the inside of Salad Days by Mac DeMarco. It's like his like setup on the floor in the corner of his bedroom where he made the album.
yeah,
So
sure.
it's just like,
Nice.
like a 2-octave MIDI, a 4-octave MIDI, a guitar, microphone, laptop.
Yeah, exactly.
I like
Yeah,
that.
mine's probably even half of that, if anything, you
Nice.
know.
So cool. So cool what you can do with so little.
Yeah,
definitely.
definitely. I think that's one of the things that really I really gravitated towards in hip hop is just the ability to like take control of everything myself and, you know, not be on anyone else's schedule, you know, and like, I don't know, just working on your own time is really empowering.
And speaking of working with people / not working with people, this most recent project was a collaborative project, correct?
Yeah, that's actually right. Yeah, so
So what compromises already did you have to make? Timing compromises, I'm sure,
Yeah.
working on someone else's schedule, waiting on someone maybe.
well, these projects are actually the project I did, Coward's Cove,
Yep.
with Rice Master Yen was actually super awesome because he just had tons of beats for me, and he just would send me folders and folders, and I could just pick out stuff, and so really I was able to move at my own pace with that, which was really nice.
That
and
is nice.
I took care of all the recording and stuff.
So you're basically you were able to just cut all the time of making beats or finding beats out of the picture.
Absolutely,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
And it's been, yeah, and I feel like I've really been able to just step up my craft in terms of writing just by only focusing on writing, you know.
Yeah, that's very cool.
We were talking a little bit about that before the show.
Exactly, yeah.
We wear so many hats as independent artists that it's nice to just wear the writer hat for a little bit.
Absolutely, yeah. It's just made me be able to look at my craftsmanship in a different way.
Totally.
Very cool.
If you're just joining us, we are sitting down with Dr. Ew, and we're getting to the nitty gritty.
Absolutely.
Please follow him at Dr. DOCTOR_EW, at least on Instagram. That's Dr. Ew. You can follow us at SunDogs TC, and you can give us a call here in the studio. If you got a question you're itching to ask Dr. Ew, 651-313-5125. Or if you're a lost old lady and you're somehow listening to us,
Yeah.
and you need help getting home, 651-313-5125.
Let me help you. I will help you.
We've got some of those tracks from Coward's Cove coming up. We're going to take a little break real quick.
In like 30 seconds, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But please stick with us. Make sure to check out.
Oh, the
Make sure to
haunted
check.
basement.
Yeah, we're
sorry.
broadcasting out of a haunted basement here. Make sure to check out all of our archived episodes at anchor.fm/localvibes.
Yeah, we'll be right back. Yeah, we'll be right back.
Hey, Twin Cities. Do you or someone you know have music you think is excellent and should be added to the WFNU music rotation? Well, you can upload clean local music to us at www.wfnu.org/contact. Find the link that says music submissions and click to fill out the WFNU music submission form. It's free, and it's as simple as uploading music to your favorite music streaming websites. Again, the web address is www.wfnu.org/contact.
And we're back.
Welcome back to Local Vibes. I was just giving them the Wayne's World countdown finger.
Not in the head.
We need you to stop mouthing, but it doesn't matter because we're all masked up. So
Yeah.
shout out again to the station managers for really pushing the regulations. I know it's kind of still growing, if not peaking right now. So
I think
thank
it's
you
crazier
again.
than it has been.
Yeah, just completely out of control.
Yes.
So I'm itching to share these tracks.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Itching and scratching.
I like to play things for our audiences consecutively, even if it's just like track 7, track 8. But what do you what track would you like to kind of introduce? You said that Rice Master Jens from Germany.
Yeah, that's right.
So what was how did you guys link up? Tell us about the production of Cowards Cove.
Yeah, so he had done work with somebody that I featured on my album Thirst from a couple years ago. And he just found me through Bandcamp and just like hunted me down on Facebook, and like all his messages were getting sent into my spam and stuff. And but he eventually got a hold of me, yeah. And
so some of those are real, is what you're telling listeners.
Yeah, well, check your spam folder. You never know if you got like a bunch of fire beats in there.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So this is track 7 and track 8 off of the
track 2.
Oh, we're not gonna do Void.
Yeah, I sent
that was just in case we couldn't
gotcha.
say.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Before breakfast.
Exactly.
Well, we just said it.
Now the jig is up.
Now we're in there.
So it's track 7 and track 8.
Yeah.
And so you said he just had dozens of beats.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you guys narrowed it down. Did you have him like tweak them or lengthen them at all, or did you just rap over and write over them as is?
Yeah, he added a little bit so we could do some like intros and outros and stuff, but it was so quick, we really turned it around in like 2 months.
Oh my gosh.
I assume during quarantine.
Yeah,
being able
it was like my day job for a minute.
I love it.
Sweet.
Did you have to get used to German time zone, or as an artist,
It was
you guys?
There's a couple hours where you could catch each other, and it's normal time zones for both of us. But I'll be like messaging him at 7, and he's like, "Yo, it's like 3 a.m. here. Like I gotta go to bed."
That's funny as heck.
Yeah.
So between Breakfast and Armor, not Amor.
Yeah. Let's start with Armor. Yeah.
Excellent.
We could do them back to back.
Back to back. They're quick and.
This is the end. This is the last 2 songs of the project.
Yeah.
Just like you're listening to it.
All right. Well, let's.
We're gonna have a lot to talk about when we come back.
Exactly. Let's get right into it. This is the last 2 tracks off of Cowards Cove by Dr. Ew here on Local Vibes.
Said they got to get me, led the thought too hard to hit me. Arm equipping with the charming heart, my armor with me. Part of this scene is so partly to see. Depart the starting of the army that the Odyssey be. A carbon copy of the Doc could not be chopping hot beats. The proper obsolete, the raw deceit, the toxic compete. Debacles in the process, stopping rocking postures to sleep. The prophecy, the wanna see, the profit pockets I keep. I put deposits on the product, then I walk to the scene. I give my blessings to the message, then I talk through the speech. I get the question, make confessions, bet they crawl through my teeth. I've been up guessing with the best, unpleasant quest for the key. I get to reckon, set the record, etching messages to wretched men, perplexed by expectations of what's come to pass and never been, never will. Said it's still regretted on the blooded hill. Heaven's quilled and dipped in ink, my pen had filled. I bred a skill and went askew, let her feel the depths anew. Retrospective field of view, wrote and read it, sealed it too. I smell it, see it, hear it, do I quell, concede, or fear it? Ooh, yeah. I'm just compelled to sell the spirit, ooh, yeah. Yeah. Bad and I'm added an addict. I'm passive, erratic, detached from the madness. The classic surpasses the mask of the masses. Dramatic enactments of tragic compassion. The magic of actions, of factions of plastic lit match to the passion I'm latching to. Practically blasted the backs of the bastards that snatching the cash that you after too fast. factory have to do. Catch new man attitude, scratching the itch of the groove and its magnitude. Glad you do gratitude. Casual, as you all know, is gradual. As you will ask me to add to the coast. Imagine the goal, unfathomable. Scoop from the depths of my skull with regrets in my soul. I expected to fold, but my stress shift to gold. I'm perplexed by what's left. I'm just blessed with the nest that I hold. Contest to the destitute sessions of lesser impressions. Compress my confessions to 70 seconds. Expected to ride when I'm restless. I strive to be reckless. Impressed I ain't high before breakfast. I'll rest when I die and I fly to the exit. Correcting the mind cause I tried to be pleasant. I step to the side and I glide to the essence. Impressed I ain't high before breakfast. I rest when I die and I fly to the exit. Correcting the mind cause I tried to be pleasant. I step to the side and I glide to the essence. To the essence, yeah, to the essence. I'm impressed I ain't high before breakfast. I step to the side and I glide to the essence. To the essence, yeah, to the essence. Impressed I ain't high before breakfast. I step to the side and I glide to the essence. To the essence, yeah, to the essence. To the essence, yeah, to the essence. To the essence, yeah, to the essence.
And we're back.
And we're back. So we hope you were transported into just a little, I guess, not the tip of the iceberg, the bottom tip of the iceberg.
A small little cove.
The
if you
Cove.
will.
That was the last two tracks off of Dr. Eve's most recent release, collabing with Rice Master Yen.
Rice Master Yen.
Yen. Coward's Cove here
Yep.
on Local Vibes.
Yeah, super cool. So we were talking a little bit during the song. You've got Monopole Joe on one of the tracks. Was there any other features on there?
Yeah, I got a homie on there from my hometown in Iowa who goes by
Oh.
Regular Size Wayne. And
Shout out.
shout out, yeah, he's on there too. But yeah, working with Monopole Joe. Yeah, I met him at the first show I ever did out here in Minneapolis.
Where was
and
that?
I was at the Nicolette, which is like a restaurant now, but that place over on Franklin and Nicolette
Okay.
used to be a little coffee shop that had open mics, and I met
Nice.
Mono, and yeah, he's awesome dude in
Great
the local
guy.
scene.
Great
Definitely
guy.
shouts out to him and check his stuff out.
Yeah, Monopole Joe and Weather Check is his
Yeah.
like rock group, which
Yeah.
is super awesome.
Yep.
What other, well, we'll talk about what projects are on the horizon, but I want to get back more into Coward's Cove.
Sure.
So you said Rice Master Yen, reached out to you, and was it just like through his beats, or was it through your correspondence as well? You could tell he was kind of a good artist to be working with. Wasn't gonna rip you off. Wasn't good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When did that?
Yeah, I didn't know. You know, I
When
just
did your doubts fade away?
you know, once I started hearing the beats and you know, it seemed like he wasn't asking me to buy them. You know, like
Exactly.
you know, and I was just like, well, if you're just down to work on some cool projects together, then that sounds cool to me. And all the songs, all the beats are so short, and it's just really cool because it just feels like I can just like work on it, pick it up, and then like kind of move on to the next one.
Yeah.
I don't have hooks in these tracks, so they're all just like very
Stream of consciousness.
exactly.
I love it.
Yeah.
I really, really dig it. And why the lean towards a shorter, sweeter project compared to your other projects? I mean, still like 13, 14 tracks, but still, it's basically half that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. My last album was 7 songs, but longer. It was like
Yeah.
about 20 minutes, and this one's 8 songs, 15 minutes, give or take. And yeah, I don't know what it was. I think I as I've kind of grown and developed my style a little more, I've like stepped away from like really trying to mess with hooks and stuff, because it doesn't come naturally to me. So I'm trying to emphasize the stuff that I do well.
Exactly.
And
Hone in.
exactly, find the things that are working. But but I noticed that sometimes on these like 2.5, 3 minute songs, if you don't have a hook, you can just kind of lose people's attention.
Mhm.
And I think these short, like 1.5 minute songs work really well for that.
Yeah, definitely for capturing a vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, super cool. Student One does a lot of songs like that, if you know who that is. Nice short and sweet ones, or sometimes it'll be like you could tell it's a short beat, and then I'll do like a cool transition into like another one back to back. So it's kind of like the switch up vibe.
I love stuff like that,
Dude,
too.
the switch ups are the best.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
JT, Justin Timberlake, king of the switch ups.
You got to give the Neptunes and Timbaland props as well.
Kings of the switch ups.
There we go. We're going to say some of the...
I was going to say someone else who's doing short tracks right now that's really cool is Tierra Whack. I don't know if you know her, but...
Local?
No, I'm not exactly sure where she's from, but she's got this...
Mystery.
Yeah, exactly. A mystery for us all. But she's got these songs that are like each a minute short, like or a minute long strictly, you know?
Wow.
So she'll like give you enough of the song to just like get the vibe, and then it'll just like end abruptly. And
I love
it's
it.
like put it on repeat if you want that feeling.
yeah, it's really interesting. But yeah, I definitely think there's no need to be there's no need for me to be making 3 minute songs.
Yeah, we were talking before the show.
Yeah.
The general public's attention span is like 5 seconds.
Yeah,
And
that's
the
what's
limit-
next.
The limit on Instagram's a minute.
That's
so.
what's next. I'm gonna
Get
make
real.
5 second songs.
It's just
Yeah,
But
5 second sitcoms.
my best 5 bars.
They're gonna slap.
Yeah.
Honey, I'm home. Not again. Credits.
Yeah.
Um,
Baby shoes for sale. Never used. Just like deep lyrics, very short.
So, how has quarantine or COVID positively and negatively affected your artistry?
You know,
Start with the positives.
yeah, I mean, when we had lockdown, it's all complicated, obviously, and I'm like very privileged to be able to like, have a space where I was able to like be comfortable for this time, and
Yeah.
definitely want to make sure, but it was really great to be able to have time to like really sit down and like think about what I'm doing with my art practice and look at all my different avenues and like really spend some time like doing some good work, like a lot of free time and putting it all towards either music or other projects. So
Because when the physical socialization stops,
yeah,
you're not distracted by a lot, and you kind of look into yourself, look into what avenues of life you're exploring. It's kind of giving people a slap in the face, and I think if you can use that slap,
yeah,
like it sounds like you've done artistically.
and I've definitely
That's the
tried.
goal.
Yeah, definitely didn't. I was like, oh man, I can't come out of like 6 weeks of not working
Yeah.
without like having like tried to improve some project or something.
Yeah,
So-
it sounds like you found some nice grooves
Yeah.
throughout the experience. Found some things that you really like to do.
Yeah, it's definitely pretty reaffirming. Definitely showed me, like, if I didn't have a job, I'd definitely just be doing this, like spending my time doing this. And it's what comes to me. It's my passion,
And what's your advice to up-and-coming artists in regards to like the dedication something like this takes?
Yeah, I mean, it's really, in my opinion, it has to like stay fun, like it has to be something that you enjoy doing, and the product that you create, the thing that people want to see is you having fun. That's what you're selling, So like, yeah, if it ever gets like too serious and too hard, like just switch it up, or
Yeah.
like just relax, but definitely do it every day.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
That is huge, huge, huge words of wisdom by
Yeah.
Dr. EO here. We're sitting down here on Local Vibes. Make sure to follow him at Dr. DOCTOR _ EW Dr. EW
heck yes.
on Instagram.
Yeah, we're always trying to scoop up that extra juicy advice. Picking the minds of the artists that come through here.
And call in, and I will just give you just life-changing advice.
Yeah,
651-313-5125. Again, 651-313-5125. That's the studio phone. If you want artistic advice, life advice, bedroom advice.
He can just eyeball it. He can hear in your voice what you need.
Mm-hmm. I've got the steps to correct your life.
Right, the guru.
Any more projects, even like singles on the horizon with Rice Master Yen, or any tracks that didn't make it on Coward's Cove that you're gonna maybe release in the future?
As soon as by the time we were finished with Coward's Cove, he had already sent me like dozens of new beats, so we're already like way far into a second 8th track album. It's gonna be
cool.
pretty similar to this one, but
Nice.
different beats, and
So you just heard that live, ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen.
Oh, yeah.
That is an international collaboration that will end up in a tour, whether it be a Deutsche musician coming over here or a Dr. EU tour in the EU.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
That'd be so cool, man.
It'd
You
be
definitely gotta
good
try to
fun.
do that. We're from Germany. Our mom was born in Germany, so and we've
that's
both never
awesome.
been to Germany, so
We're not from
we're gonna live
Germany.
vicariously.
Yeah,
through
for
you.
sure.
What are your predictions? Well, hold
We
on.
only have a minute, and then we gotta take a symbolic break.
Symbolic.
We just try to edit the show so we could share it potentially. So it needs to be like 18-minute chunks. And then these guys need us to end at 56 minutes to play their commercials.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's weird. We did it all wrong last time. We got like a 16-minute chunk and a 14-minute chunk. I don't know what I did, but I think if we take a break in 30 seconds, it'll be perfect.
And we'll be pros.
Yeah, we will be pros. Definitely check out Coward's Cove on everything by Dr. Ew.
Follow him at Dr_EU, DOCTOR_EW. Follow us at SunDogs TC. That's 1G, baby. We'll be right back.
Bow wow, Twin Cities. SunDogs here. Tune into local vibes every Friday at 6 and every Monday at 3. Playing nothing but the best hip-hop and R&B the Twin Cities has to offer. Catch exclusive interviews with Minnesota's hottest artists. Follow us at SunDogs TC on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and SoundCloud. Peace.
And we're back.
And we're back. Welcome back to Local Vibes. We're your two favorite canine SunDogs. Getting hot and heavy with Dr. EU.
Oh, yeah.
He was very gracious in bringing in the last 2 tracks of his most recent project, Coward's Cove. He was just giving us the
scoop
The
on the
scoop on the
another
upcoming
one.
project.
It sounds
That's
like
right.
you guys have built a pretty good relationship.
Yeah.
I do have a question real quick before we talk more about that because
Yeah.
it just popped in my head. Coward's Cove. How'd you come up with the name?
So it was definitely thinking about, how crazy everything is getting, and, just like thinking about how I, think of myself as somebody with like fairly radical ideologies and, is just, looking at the things that I feel comfortable doing and like feel safe doing, and that how do they align with my radical ideologies, you know, and mostly I spend my time in the Coward's Cove, and you know, yeah, you know, but
these fortress of solitude.
exactly, but definitely thinking about, you know, how to align those ideas in my brain.
Yeah, very cool.
And I think, I mean, as an artist speaking personally, I think that when you can express those themes in any art, whether it's, you know, pottery or hip-hop music,
Or how you dress yourself. Or
exactly,
whatever.
it gives you a different look at it, you know, at your own
Yeah.
insides. So that's beautiful. That's so interesting. That's a great question, where the inspiration for the title came from.
Yeah.
For me, I was thinking, I don't know if you guys ever played Treasure Planet or Treasure Cove.
Treasure Cove, I think.
Nice.
Like little
There's-
dorky video games.
Yeah,
Learning video games.
that's funny.
Um,
Learning how to be a coward every day.
but
and
no, I
getting
think,
better at it.
but that sanctuary is so important.
Yeah.
Not only as an artist, but as a normal, you know, as a consumer. I
Yeah.
don't want to be too derogatory
No.
to separate artists from normal people.
Well, we're the weird ones, right?
Yeah, precisely. But I think everyone has feelings of that, and they need that safe space, that Coward's Cove,
Yeah.
whether they want to
Stay there for too long or not. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you are an unsigned artist, I'm seeing here on our Spinatron.
Absolutely. 6 or 7 years strong. I don't lose a track.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Are there any Minnesota artists or like producers or like people who throw shows that you're kind of like gravitating toward as like a collective, or you like being on your own?
I mean, I got one great homie in the scene, Reed Benjamin. Yeah, we did an album together last year called Die Hard 2.
So sick.
Yeah, you guys can check that out anywhere you can stream. That's really good, and he's been super awesome to me, and he's been like really helpful, you know, getting me involved in the scene and putting me on shows and stuff like that, you know.
Nice.
So big shouts out to Reed Benjamin.
Very cool.
Yeah.
What's the name of the studio? Is it Timbrel Studios? Is that him?
Yeah, or that's
Where it works out of?
no, Reed does his own stuff. Timbrel Studios, I can't remember that guy's name. Andre,
Marriott.
I think.
Yep.
Oh,
We had
And,
why can't I think of the
I-
name?
Arzi Shahid, I think, recorded some of his stuff there.
Nice.
We had him on the show a few weeks ago.
Yeah, and Uncle T
Yep.
did her album there,
Oh,
and I was actually on that album, so
Oh.
yeah. So I did go over there and record that track with her over at Timbrel, and that
Oh,
was
nice.
tight. Very cool
That's a
setup.
dope spot.
Very cool setup.
Shout out to those guys over there.
Yeah, absolutely.
What are your predictions for the Twin Cities music scene? Obviously, COVID has kind of thrown a wrench in the works, but you know, there's the collective ideology, and then there's the solo dolo. I'm gonna hustle on my own ideology.
Yeah.
Which way do you think it's gonna kind of lean towards?
You know, that's a good question.
If either, you know,
Yeah.
it doesn't need to be bipolar.
You know, I've always been more just kind of doing my own thing. Just, you know, I don't know. I just, you know, produce. Like I said, I like you know, whatever solitariness of doing this stuff alone. So,
Yeah.
but the problem is that I don't tend to work with people that often, so I'm not like super ingrained into
Yeah.
the scenes out here. So I don't know a lot about, you know, the way that the scene is shaped out here, but for me, I don't know, you know, whenever it comes back, I was so, you know, I barely do shows too, so
Yeah.
you know,
I mean, those Die Hard 2 shows were just crazy.
those were fire.
Yeah.
And we were doing a bit of those. Yeah, we had a
Those are sweet.
couple really great shows.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of those was at
Can.
yeah,
Mhm.
and that was great.
Yeah, we had an awesome one at Can. We did one at the Caboose that was super tight. It was
Mhm.
very fun.
Caboose is underrated.
Sometimes.
It's yeah. Exactly.
Is
It
that
can
the
be
one,
overrated. Don't charge me too much to get in there, but I get that it's a large capacity venue.
That's not the one over by the railroad.
Yep.
The outside
Yeah.
one.
But yeah, yep.
Yep. Okay.
They were only charging me, $2 for soda waters.
Oh.
Yeah. So.
Jeez Louise. Oh, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, sorry. Another
No worries.
tidbit for artists out there. One, register your stuff with a PRO, BMI or ASCAP,
Or there's other ones too. But those
or
are the
other
main
ones.
two.
Those are the main ones. And when you play shows, you register what songs you perform at
Your
shows.
set list.
And yeah, I think you get money for that. And it's based on the size of the venue, square footage. So look up square footages of venues when you're thinking about booking your shows. That's all I got.
Because we'll go back to wearing so many different hats, especially kind of doing your own thing as an independent artist. You are your own promoter. You are your own everything. So
Strategist.
having
everything.
this clerical, almost legal knowledge side of it is huge.
I do not spend enough time with the forward-facing part of my music. I pretty much just get like the album cover and write the music, and then I do such little producing. I have very few music videos.
What was the last project or even single that you released self-produced?
I think it was a full-length album called The Playmaker
Okay.
back in 2017.
Nice.
So that was a minute ago.
Who produced Die Hard 2?
That was my homie out here, Pines BB.
Nice.
That's Pines with 2 eyes,
Okay.
and then BB, the letters. But
Pines.
yeah, he did most of those beats. I think me and Reed each produced one of the songs.
That's dope.
So
That's very cool.
yeah,
So a good smorgasbord.
yeah, good handful. Yeah,
That's
but
cool.
those are fun because that's not normally my style. Those were pretty pop.
Yeah,
pretty
exactly.
pop. Yeah.
But yeah.
What so we'll go back in time a little bit. Who are your biggest influences, whether it was Beastie Boys or like your Uncle Ray?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So growing up, obviously playing instruments in school.
Yeah. I've just always been into making things and doing stupid stuff with my friends and stuff. So, that's just always been kind of like a self-driven thing. But, once I really started exploring more like hip hop and stuff, I got a lot of inspiration from, I really like Earl Sweatshirt, John Wayne. He's a producer, rapper. He's super tight. Das Racist was like a huge influence for me a long time ago. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of underground guys, alternative rap guys.
What was the first CD or cassette you remember getting?
Okay, so the first CD I bought with my own money was 9 Inch Nails with Teeth. I used to be.
Is that the one with Hand That Feeds?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
It's like the only 9 Inch Nails song that I know. It's the only 9 Inch Nails song you need to know.
I still love those. I love those tracks.
Because that was on Midnight Club 3 dub edition or something.
Something.
Had that feed, so it's like
Burned
It was
in
like
my-
exactly.
just flying down in the Batmobile.
I used to just listen to, most, Slipknot, Korn. I was super into, that metal stuff.
Yeah.
Don't use past tense. I
Yeah.
think it's always
It's
good
still
to read.
good. Yeah,
I can't deny it.
It's influenced you.
I have
you know what I
Slipknot
mean?
and a 9 Inch Nails sticker on my laptop right now.
There you go.
The whoever was like Andrew, you're never going to that's dumb. You shouldn't make music. Has anyone ever told you that?
Nah.
Maybe
no,
not in a weird nasally voice like that, but
No, I don't think anyone's ever been.
or what about the how much money does it make you?
Yeah, I mean, no one's ever been antagonistic towards me or
Okay, that's
anything, which is cool. I mean, everyone's usually pretty supportive. I don't
Mhm.
know. I mean,
That's huge to have that environment for
yeah,
sure.
for sure.
But
Yeah.
you've been working, you haven't just been a starving artist. Your family isn't worried about you
Yeah,
eating
I have
every month.
I have a day job and
There you go.
crap, so
Yeah. Clark Kent.
yeah,
Exactly, the alter
exactly.
ego we like to call it.
So many masks.
What What other art do you make? You were telling us a little bit about the cinematographic
Yeah.
side.
Yeah, I like to keep the candles burning, So I do, illustrations, and I also, honestly, mostly this day I'm spending more of my time making comedy than anything else.
That's dope.
Yeah, on my Instagram, Drew_Hance, HANCE. Yeah, I've been basically just doing like sketch comedy videos and
That's sweet.
very weird, like stupid zany stuff. I'm doing a lot of character acting and
But again, as long as you're having fun
Exactly.
and you think it's funny,
Yeah.
I'm gonna loop back to those 2 chunks of advice that
Mm.
you shared with us and our listeners. Is if you're not having fun, it's not worth doing.
that's exactly, and I'm having a ton of fun doing that stuff. And I'm working on my first feature length movie that you can see on YouTube and Instagram and stuff right now. There's lots of scenes and stuff up there, so
Completely edited scenes are just like cool.
You're
yeah,
releasing
completely
it scene
edited.
by scene?
Yeah, you can see. I've been making
progression.
it. Yeah, I've been making it scene by scene. So there's 18 scenes total.
That's
about 5 minutes each, and I've done 14 now. So you can
That's
see
amazing.
almost the entire movie up to this point.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
That's
thanks.
an awesome idea. That's incredible, especially during the pandemic.
That's definitely. It started as a result of just having all this time and just like really feeling like I wanted to make something.
Do you know who Chop and Steel are? I forget the real guys' names.
Mm-mm.
But it's like the type of morning show kind of Andy Kaufman. We're gonna go on the would you ever consider being one of your characters on a morning show?
Oh.
Hyping, dog euthanization or something.
Yeah, I would love to do something like that.
Listen up, kids.
Yeah. 7 clever ways to euthanize your dog.
On a budget or something.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's terrible.
If
We love dogs.
We do. I
for the
love dogs.
record.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the record.
If you're just joining us, we're sitting down with dog lover,
Yeah.
Dr. Ew.
Dog.
Dr. Ew.
Yeah.
I love it. Make sure to follow him not only at Dr_Ew, that's DOCTOR_Ew, but also at Drew_.
Hance. HANCE. Yeah.
For
Don't wanna.
comedies.
Yeah, and also check out Drew's Mystery Hour on YouTube,
YouTube.
if that's alright if I
Yeah,
hype
absolutely.
that as well.
Yeah, it's all out there. Don't want to overwhelm you with all my
Info,
projects, but yeah, it's all out there.
yeah. Oh my gosh. This
Yeah,
looks
well,
awesome.
yeah. Who's this guy in the
Canine
overalls?
Crusher 11.
Oh yeah,
What-
Mr. Crunch. Oh yeah.
And this freaking outfit looks dope too.
Yeah.
Did you make that? Did you buy it?
There's a lot of spandex and stuff that I've just owned throughout the years, and then I got a homie out here who makes custom costumes for me sometimes.
That's so
No
cool.
way.
Yeah, your props and costumes eventually become like equal to your normal wardrobe.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, lots of
Um,
big cardboard props and all sorts of stuff.
And then what is this Art Adventures?
Oh yeah, that was a show I made. That was a web series that I made last year in conjunction with this local company out here, minneapolis-st.com. And basically they hired me to do like I don't know, just like a weird kind of exploration of the Twin Cities art scene. So
Cool.
in each of these episodes there would be like a crazy character, like a dragon or something, that had a problem, and the only way to solve it was to like explore this art thing,
Interesting. That's cool. That's a
That
cool partnership.
Yeah,
You
it
said
was
MPLS Art is the organization.
Yep, MPLS art and all that stuff's on Instagram and YouTube as well. Yeah, that was
awesome.
that was a cool project. They they really let me just kind of develop my own thing and run with it, and got to interview artists and put some people, promote some people and the scene and stuff. So it was-
Oh, nice.
And all local, I would assume. Or was that back in Iowa?
all Twin Cities.
Gotcha.
Cool.
And you said you made the move. Was it from Iowa to the Twin Cities, or was it
Yeah.
from Iowa to Fargo to
Yeah,
Duluth?
I moved.
to...
I came up here to go to school. I went to MCAD.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah,
Very, very cool.
yeah. So
We were, or at least I was, just at the Minneapolis Institute of Art. So
Oh,
it's
yeah.
always cool to see the the blend of the two, where some of the properties overlap.
Yeah.
There's the MCAD sculpture garden and stuff. And
Yeah, it was cool being so close to that place.
I was gonna say, because that whole neighborhood is just saturated with artists.
Yeah.
Whether
Oh,
it's
yeah.
student housing or just the normal people who live in the apartments. It's
Yeah.
just like, I'd say more than 50% have some sort of artistic expression.
Yeah.
And to live in that environment, I'm sure jettisoned not only your film career, but your music
Yeah.
career as well.
Yeah, I met a lot of people. You know, that's kind of how I got back into taking rap more seriously. It was just meeting friends in college who
that's so
like
cool.
to, you know, make music, and
Exactly.
just got back into it.
Very cool. We got about a minute and 20 seconds left. If we want to run through everybody's social medias again.
Yeah.
So the video stuff is Drew's Mystery Hour on YouTube.
Yep.
Your Instagram for all your comedy stuff is Drew_Hance.
Yep, HANCE.
And then music, because that's what local
Yeah,
Vibes
that's
is all
what we're
about.
here
for.
We got
baby.
distracted, but
No big deal. You're a man of many talents.
And-
The music stuff, that's spelled out DOCTOR_EW.
Nailed it.
Almost couldn't spell doctor.
nailed
That's
it.
terrible.
And make sure to check out Coward's Cove. You were saying everything from Bandcamp to Tidal.
yeah, Napster. Give me those
Napster to
Napster
Tidal.
creds.
There we go. We really, really, really want to thank you again for
Yeah,
being our
thank
guest
you
today.
guys so
and
much for
you're
having
more
me.
than welcome on the show. And we
Yeah,
love-
come on when you're dropping that next one. Or pretty much
Absolutely.
anytime you want to promote anything. We'd
Yeah,
love to have you
Absolutely.
back.
Oh, sweet. Appreciate it, guys.
We really appreciate the listeners tuning in. Check out the replay of the show Monday at 3 p.m. and you can listen to it forever. Anchor.fm/local vibes. Bow wow, baby. Have a great weekend.
Wow, wow.